Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Red World as American People's Commonwealth. Let's continue on for the last left off. So, Bernie Sanders is about to be inaugurated for president in 41 days. So do have one more light tank. Of course, we're going to send them down to Red Army here. And again, Red Army's job, what's their job? Push their way straight down south as fast as they possibly can. Motorized division is 16 combat width. You guys are at 20. A handful of infantry. By a handful, I mean like 4, maybe. Infantry in the Red Army is not a bad idea. Probably says maybe like 5 when these guys deploy next. These 5 will be here, and their main job is kind of just like a defensive role, of course. Just so if we extend our line too much, we shouldn't be in too much trouble. They are throwing some more units to the front line, but it's really like not a lot. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 troops on the border. We have essentially the entire army on ours. And there's one dude in Washington, which is really not too much of a problem at all, I would say. And intelligence, how's our intelligence going along right now? We are at 67%. Even then, it doesn't really tell us too much, but we can see their Air Force, absolutely garbage. Navy is basically non-existent. And no matter what, we have probably about twice as many units at least. I mean, the British have invaded Ireland. They actually did that quite easily as well. And in 11 more days, we should be good. Ireland's capitulated. Both of them were puppeted. And once again, they're in the British Isles protection. But now they're all under their protection. Egypt has won their war. Are they going to annex or are they going to puppet? It looks like they have decided to annex. Okay. Syria cannot break their way into Lebanon no matter what, apparently. Throw you guys to the border. We have 7 more infantry, including this guy here. Like, I do got to reset this entire front line. I notice I don't have any things down here. I think I have to, yeah, I think it's a save and reload. So just one moment, once we get that all going. Because we're now the American people. We're still actually the American people Commonwealth. Okay. We will load up as you. Hopefully it'll fix the UI a little bit. Because we should have the ability to make commanders. That's just a, yeah, there we go. I mean, it does suck we do lose all of our planning bonuses. But you guys are going to spearhead your way still kind of the same way as before. You will be led by... I mean, none of you guys really have any, like, modifiers. So it's kind of fine. You guys will be on the rest. You'll be led by this guy. Both of you, of course, are underneath the field marshal. Who did lose... Oh, we've actually lost all of our points here, which actually really is garbage. Yeah, okay, so he changed tags to the point where it's actually kind of ruined some stuff, which is, like, unfortunate. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but I'm not constructing anything. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Do I need to get all this done? I do need to get it all done again. We also don't need any of this. Again, still, we don't need to see this. We'll take our bonus here. We did lose all of our modifiers. So maybe doing the Bernie Sanders campaign has not been the best option. And, of course, military factories. We also need to get all this stuff back up. We don't have any resource in the country. Let's trade. We don't. Okay, so maybe it was a mistake to do this. Yeah, because you're all considered occupied states. Okay, maybe this didn't actually work out the way I wanted it to. But, you know, let's disband Congress, because that seems like a good idea. We at least still have all of our technology, which is nice. It does mean I have to restart all of all the research, unfortunately. But you know what? Just think about it as like an added challenge. Go with you, and then we're gonna go for not you for now. 2014? Nah, it's like 2 years from now. It's a little bit. That's a little bit too much. 3 military factories, of course. Light tanks 5, medium tanks 5, support equipment 2, fighters 4, drones 4. We need. I think you were on 3. Artillery put on to 2. I don't think there's anything else we're actually missing. Okay, our resources did come back. So we're not as screwed as I originally thought, which is nice. Keep training everything that we can. Again, we did lose all of our little, our bonus. But our industry took a massive, massive hit with this. And is there anything else? Are we missing any production? We did lose... Okay, we actually did not lose all of our stuff here. But again, we don't have any of this stuff actually be cored. So what I gotta do, assuming... No. You are a cord now. Okay, it took a second for things to work themselves out. The inauguration of Bernie Sanders. I, Bernard Sanders, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the American People's Commonwealth and will do the best of my ability to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of our Commonwealth. My fellow Americans, today we stand on the brink of a new beginning of our nation, an age of democracy, freedom, and the right to be who you want to be. Values that have been held back and crushed by a gang of political masterminds here in this very metropolis. But for every crime committed against us, against the American people by the government, there are two committed by our foreign enemies. Those who seek to bring down the Commonwealth through whatever means they deem necessary: murder, war, manipulation, corruption. These forces of evil will stop at nothing to see Philadelphia fall into the hands of their beloved President Jeb Bush. And yet, until this very day, it seems that not one man or woman has taken action. Politicians sitting in their ivory towers and gleefully observing the American people do their dirty work, talk about mediation, diplomacy, and peaceful coexistence. Perhaps in another age when humanity can stand side by side as equals, this will be possible. For now, that is not this age. And now is not the time for a discussion. Now is the time of action. As of now, the American People's Commonwealth is at war with the embodiment of inhumanity itself, the Republic, and it will not be a war the Commonwealth shall lose. For every man or woman that dies in the future battlefield, another will rise to defend the legacy of our revolution, and in the end, we shall prevail. Long live socialism, long live the American People's Commonwealth, long live the people. Victory will be ours. We immediately declare war on the South. I will... Because this hasn't changed, I will give myself political power, let's just say 1,000 for now. Just so I can actually change these to what I had them before. Because you're unlimited, I know that for sure. We're going to go to war economy. I know were we on extensive? I'll spend maybe a little bit more. I'll take away all the points afterwards. I'm trying to remember, we had you. And then... Okay, well, we'll kind of keep it like this. Call an election. No, we're not going to call an election. I think maybe that seems like a dumb idea in the middle of a war. So, you guys immediately are going to invade. Did I lose all of my progress in the intelligence agency? I did, because of course I did. Wonderful. Create the agency again. We'll just get this started from scratch. It's a reset, kind of. It's not kind of. It's exactly like a reset. Then our motorized divisions into the country. One motorized division, of course, is going to drive their way to, let's say, Norfolk, and then down and around. You guys are sending it way down to here. And boom, boom, boom. I go. Yeah, let's do something like this. And we'll not modify. We will not call an election. I think that makes perfect sense. We have some military factions as well. There's something that we're not making, and we need rifles, so we're going to crank that out to be maximum for now. We also have our dockyards, of course. Go with you, and then we'll go for submarine 2. And then, you know what? Why not put more in the convoys? That seems like an okay start. So here we are in our war. Can you go over here? You cannot. So just attack against this normal line. We'll see if we can actually push our way through. Our aircraft, which we should still have. Yes. They did get undeployed. But that's not a big deal. Close air support, air superiority over the coastline. There's no way you have more superiority than me. Yeah, no, there we go. Now you guys are actually in position. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Provisional Congress has been dissolved. In the time of peace, Provisional Congress may have been an excellent initiative, allowing to rapidly restore freedom and fair democracy within the American People's Commonwealth. However, with our nation remaining at a state of war with the South, a hard decision was made by President Sanders after a series of meetings with representatives from each side. Instead of maintaining a useless institution with little power in the first place, the Commander-in-Chief decided to formally dissolve the American People's Provisional Congress until it can be restored during peacetime. Just like wartime minus 10% we don't really need. Yeah, pacifists are traitors. If you believe in peace, you're a big old nerd, and we don't support that here. Yeah, so we've now dealt with you. The Commonwealth of Nations has been formed by Tony Benn. Keep on going down towards the south. Who's in that faction? Nobody. Okay. Here's what I know. You guys will still have your line be here. You hold your position. Spread out. Keep attacking. Attack and do this. We want to get across this river for obvious reasons. Actually, you go down here quickly. I don't think that's actually going to make any difference. And Washington, D.C. is not your capital. Your capital is over in Atlanta. We're already out of fuel. Soviets. I would like 17 units of fuel, please. We're gaining 7. We're spending 2. Okay, we don't need that much fuel. Give me like 9 fuel instead. Yeah, 4. Spending 2. I think that seems like a completely reasonable amount. You guys are coming down to here. Then a motorized division. Keep on attacking way down south. And keep on just taking over this territory. So the American Republic, I really can't imagine is going to survive for too long. We know they have 6 of 32 divisions, so no matter what, we know they have less than us. And you should be wiped out soon as well. All these like small encirclements are always quite nice. Let me go to like just Charlotte and then down to Charleston. And you can probably go to that province when you have the capacity to do so. Support for war surges. Support for the Great American War has surged in recent weeks as the president commands a deadly campaign against the Southern reactionary forces. General populace is now certain that our soldiers will win the war and defeat any remaining rebel forces that persist against the occupying Commonwealth. Hearing this news from his advisors, the great elites of Bernie Sanders, after constantly bombarded by reports of outrage initial stage of the invasion, at least America, it seems to cozy up with the idea of a necessary battle for reunification. We will then arrest the trade councils, less support for revolutionary socialism, we get a little bit more factory output. Where are we occupying? We're just occupying these places to the south, which actually makes a decent amount of sense. Send you there, you fight here. So you can now go here, here, and here. I think I just have you drive straight to Atlanta, maybe. I don't think you guys have enough troops to actually stop me. Which I would say works out to my benefit. You guys are making your way down towards the south as well. We kind of our infantry moving a little bit as well. 18,000 to 45k. I like those numbers for us. And you have now taken over here. You're now going to move your way down towards Miami. You hold position, actually. You're fine where you are. Now that Washington's fallen, we're looking pretty good. Is this from Wolf of Wall Street? Anyways, Trade Council leaders arrested. The chiefs of every single national trade council within the Commonwealth, as well as their successor protégés, have been arrested in a spectacular display of force from President Sanders. Late this afternoon, they were rounded up by military police on orders from the executive branch and subsequently taken to a remote maximum security prison in central Pennsylvania. The exact whereabouts are unknown at the moment, but a spokesperson for the president shockingly announced not too long ago that the event of these chiefs had ratted out as traitors. Supposedly, they've been leaking classified military information to our enemies in the south, and ensuring that President Sanders would not be able to secure total victory. They should be executed for treason. You only do this once we've actually won the war. I don't think anything else we can really do. So, let's befriend military leaders. How are you guys doing? Go up and around like this. Not really up and around, but you know what I mean. Because once you're here, actually one of you's got to take that naval base. But nobody should be assigned to this interior. If you are assigned here, you are actually on the outside. You guys keep going. One truck, of course, we want to capture this. Just, of course, we don't want them to have an airport. Actually, what if I cut off Florida from the rest of the territory? We'll have one infantry to clean this up. I don't think we're going to take back Atlanta anytime soon. So send our medium tanks upwards. Unfortunately, your position has been a little bit compromised. You know, why don't you go up here? Yeah, so the guys can move their way towards here. Is there any other major cities? I guess there is Dallas. It's worth 20 victory points. Got you down to 61. Miami's worth 5, so it's not as important, unfortunately. Where the hell are you guys going? Why are you going over there? This invasion plan. Actually, no, that's exactly why you're all the way over here. Don't worry about that. Reorganize yourself as best you possibly can. Medium tanks, infantry. You guys go shrink your front line like this. And that should be good enough to get done what we need done. Now that Nashville has fallen under control, let's go for a nationwide conscription. Apparently, we're going to gain negative 45% resources. But we need to do this anyways for our 1, 10, and 20. We'll see if we can get that guy to do what we need him to do. And then you can drive your way down to Miami as well. Do we have more infantry deploying? We don't, because all of our training has kind of disappeared. But we actually don't really have the equipment necessary to really train right now. So we'll hold off for now. One guy advances like this. You guys go like that. Just push your way inwards. I mean, the truck's making good time, I would say. And you're doing alright yourself. You can actually probably get a surround on this one infantry. Fantastic. And you're going to advance. Advance. Yeah, do something like that if we can. More encirclements. They're always good. At least I assume they're always good. I hope they're always good. Okay, so we've cut Florida off from the rest of the American Republic. Jeb Bush, I'm sorry to say you don't have too much longer to live in this world. Is there any more victory points? We have one in Little Rock, so we'll send somebody over there to get that. Miami should fall soon. You come down to this port. We want to make sure these guys have no supplies whatsoever. Okay, and Miami has fallen. You're still making progress. I don't think they really have that many troops left. We're going to do an internal smear campaign. And they can probably easily cut this guy off, but I really don't think we need to even worry about that right now. We're in the good old Hearts of Iron 4 stage where we just kind of drive a truck along. I guess we can get an operative. We'll get you, I guess. We'll send you, probably to here. You guys are still fighting out between yourselves, which is nice. Chromium will get more from the Soviets. And Tungsten will cut production from you, because apparently we don't need any more. Probably we're taking over most of the American South at the moment. push our way forwards. You can go here. You go across the river and attack like this. You should be good. How long till you're in Dallas? Very, very soon. And that probably is going to be like the last victory point that we even need. Yeah, and you'll be there probably tomorrow. I don't think we're going to need Little Rock. And there we go. Actually, a lot of equipment as well, which I do very much appreciate. We'll now take all states and turn. And turn. But I think for right now, this is going to be a good time. And this episode is a little bit of a shorter episode, so I do apologize for that. But I really feel like this is a good ending point for now. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Awesome. If you've enjoyed, my thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click thumb down. You want to subscribe? And goodbye.